what aspect or what facet Radon takes here. As we have been seeing a little bit more of the minimum Sunder HP coming in, as OG will close out with a Void Spirit. So we will just get the Whisper Pango in the end. And that should give a little bit of a tougher time for Radon in his lane. Again, it removes a little bit of that early laning presence for Seb, removes a little bit of that rotation potential. But you are playing up against Doom. If you get a Centaur free or a Lightning Creep free, it just makes the lane way too easy to collapse.
Oh, Seb in danger, does go down top lane, giving away first blood here to Mirror, though at least Tomato does secure a bit of a trade, but certainly a very advantageous kind of fight already for Team Spirit, getting that first blood. Power Rune's about to spawn up. Team Spirit, they will try to secure, and it will be down at the bottom lane. Mirror is going to be chased, though, in the meantime, by OG, and they will punish. Already 1-4 in the favor of OG, though the net worth is slightly the way of Team Spirit, as now Whisper bottom lane has been caught out. A nice rotation from Lal to secure the kill. And that was off the back of a nice Sunder from Radon to give himself a reset. Makes it so hard for Tomato to survive any kind of team fighters. Well, Power Rune's about to spawn. At the 10-minute mark, they are fighting over a top side. However, BZM, he's actually going to jump in. They'll try after Lal. Lal already losing half his HP, but Collapse, he's the one in real danger. He'll get the Doom off just in the nick of time onto BZM, but he does go down. BZM still running. Looks like he'll be okay for now. Meanwhile, Ari, he does go down to Lal. And indeed, BZM, he'll barely survive on the Void Spirit. They might look to reinitiate, jump back in from the Void Spirit onto Maposhka. The Maposhka will be fine. Lal, in the meantime, he does pick up a nice haste rune, looking to go back in onto BZM. Does land a nice onslaught. The BZM able to get away with it, dissimulate. Back in is Tomato. They're on a Maposhka. Maposhka is down. Another Shadow Demon kill. And OG, they lose nothing in that whole engagement. They'll run towards the mid lane, where they might just find BZM. BZM looking to run right into them. Collapse, he's going to blink up. He's ready to Doom if he does get the vision, and he does. BZM gets caught out, and that'll be a Void Spirit down. And they're onto the tier 2 mid tower now, Team Spirit. I mean, look how fast it goes down.
Yeah, you've got...
Bottom lane, they are still having a look around for BZM, seeing if he will show up for that creep wave. And BZM, he knows they're around here somewhere. So he's playing very cautiously, knowing they are looking to catch him out. Problem is, the tier 2 bottom tower is going down relatively quickly. So OG, they need to force a fight, I think. Lal's already frontlining. On a BZM, he'll go. He's got the pulverize, but it is cancelled off. Meanwhile, Collapse also missing out on the Doom for now. They are not able to initiate the way they wanted. Whisper with a great rolling thunder right through to the whole side of Team Spirit, but nobody's died yet. Lal, he'll finally go down, but the Doom is out. They've caught them off with it. Collapse, he'll rush Tomato immediately. There's nobody to help him out. Tomato is set to fall. He will go down to Collapse, as now they can rush in for more. Collapse will go down. BZM forced to run away, though, as Radon. He's just doing too much damage. Chasing down for more, though. Whisper, he does at least get Mirror. But how do you deal with the TB? Well, the answer is you don't. It's still a 3-for-3 trade, so a pretty even kind of affair for both sides. In fact, maybe a 3-for-4 now as Whisper. He's going to find Maposhka. So maybe even a better fight for the side of OG. Mind you, John, they do lose that bottom tier 2 tower, but they do get the better team fight.
That they do. Just very good timely save coming out there from Whisper. That blink in with a Rolling Thunder, just interrupting the Pulverize, interrupting the Doom usage from Collapse. Got a good window here in Team Spirit to take this fight.
And it looks like they really want BZM. Like, if you can catch BZM with that Doom, the team fight's just as good as over, it feels. BZM. Not jumped yet. Lal gonna make the onslaught in. Does not find anyone yet, though he has caught Whisper now with the Pulverize. And Whisper and Seb both will go down to get this fight started. Already a 3 versus 5 scenario in the favor of Team Spirit. But the rest of OG, they are gonna show up trying to protect their own Tormentor. Just in case Team Spirit want to try and rush the Tormentor themselves. They're trying to go for the Morphling kill, of course, not on his own. Meanwhile, top lane, BZM will jump Radon for a second, but does decide to get out, though. Lal does catch him with a Pulverize, though Ari does intervene. Pulverize onto Lal now. Lal dropping quite low, gets his BKB off and doing so much damage. He does get Ari. BZM down to boot. Tomato's trying to fight this one out, but he needs to get out. And he's down. Aegis is gone. Waveform up in 3 seconds, but they will surround him once again. Tomato, can he survive? Can he? No, he cannot. No, he cannot. The damage output from Radon is way too high, as now they'll lose Whisper. And even Collapse, having a look for a little bit more, will not be able to find the Chen of Seb. But it's already 4 down for the price of 1 in the face.
They don't quite have Metamorphosis left for one more engagement forward. So,
Radahn.
Radahn.
Yeah, he's just fighting. Oh, look at this! Whisper!
Jesus.
Whisper's dead. Seb is dead. They thought maybe we'll just chip away at the TB for a second, John. You know, maybe we'll just hit him a couple times. Apparently not. You can't do that against Radahn. And I thought TB was a bad carry right now, John. Apparently Radahn thinks not. As mid lane, Lal's jumped in now. Ari in danger. Ari alive for now, but with the pulverize out, he might be just set to fall, but no. It's actually Lal that goes down. Here, oh, never mind. Ari gets caught by a sharpshooter. Now Tomato.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Radahn. Go for a big smoke up. Collapse, may get caught. That'd be a great way to start the fight, though. He does just blink away. The chase is on. Collapse. How much space can he make when he's got a BKB up? Whisper, the unlucky bounce, and now the pulverize. Whisper annihilated here by Miposhka. Meanwhile, Seb destroyed by Radahn. BZM will jump in, but he needs to jump back out. It's not the fight, BZM.
Jeez.
He's gone. He'll narrowly avoid Lal to boot.
And the timing again for OG, just not what you want to see.
Collapse?
Smoke up in the right spot.
Oh, Tomato's been caught by Collapse. It's just the thing with Team Spirit, when they're playing well, Jonathan, it is very hard to escape their grasp.
They'll just set southbound instead.
Collapse, he's all right for now. BZM's still trying to chase, but Collapse is the one to jump back in. On Ari, he'll go. Ari just melts to the damage of Radahn. Whisper will be able to get away for now, though Lal is still chasing him down, but the Rolling Thunder will allow him the space. I say that, but Lal is still chasing him. Surely not.
Really deal with that Terrorblade anyhow. High ground siege already being taken by Radahn. No meta doesn't need it.
No team either. They're coming, but Radahn just made his appearance on the high ground very early, just very confident with the Aegis for another 4 minutes. As Radahn now looking to move in, does go on to Seb with the Sunder out. Seb able to get away with the Glimmer King. But the bottom rack still under siege from Team Spirit. OG trying to find a way to initiate, but they still need 15 seconds for Whisper to be back up, and now Seb does get caught early, and Seb is down. Bottom racks is gone, onto the mid they'll go. Ari gets caught by Lal, but the Glimmer Cape will allow him a way out. Meanwhile, BZM, though, jumping back in, trying to force a fight. Ari, still being targeted, is down on the Ruby. No chance, as BZM, also caught, will Astral Step towards his fountain, but it may not matter. Here comes Whisper with the Rolling Thunder, trying to save BZM, but BZM is still dropping. BZM is still gone. No buyback available. Tomato's going to jump into boot. He takes down Miposhka, but it costs his own life. And look at Radahn. He's just fountain diving him now. Radahn sending a message into the fountain. They'll go. That'll be his first life, though. Can they get him a second time? They haven't got lift available, so Ari's not going to be able to bring him back. Radahn's all right. Back to the mid racks. Whisper chases on, but the Doom is out. Collapse. Catches him again. It's so hard to keep track of Collapse with this Doom as well. Like, it feels like the team fight happened. Surely he used Doom already. Turns out he didn't.
Yeah, and he's got the Octarine to back up even more Dooms, as they can just camp high ground, no care in the world. Team Spirit knows how strong they are. They know how far behind OG is. They'll show some respect after taking the tier 3.
Radahn is going to take the Tormentor. That'll be a free shot from Miposhka, but Radahn is completely alone and they're coming. BZM surely has the jump. Radahn, he's got his BKB. He's going to go for the mad fight. Radahn, surely not. Sunder, Tomato's dead.
Oh my
goodness, Tomato's dead. Radahn wins the fight. Surely they've got him this time though, and they will. Radahn is down. Lal on the chase for BZM. BZM gets the Astral Step away, but he's not safe yet either. Collapse with the chase down, and so is Lal. BZM is dead. 3 for the price of 1. Bright side is you've at least killed off the TV. Lal found another one. It's going to be Yari on the Rubik being caught. Make that a 1-for-4 special here for the side of Team Spirit.
I mean, they get the big kill. It's just, again, the response from Team Spirit is swift. They've got teleport points. It's right next to their high ground. They do manage to still work it their way. And without the tier 3, you probably don't even need Radon to dig through these objectives anyhow. The Mega Creeps will be coming out regardless. OG forced to buy back in BZM, but can he really stop this?
Yeah, Lal forces it up very nicely. I mean, BZM's going to give it a crack. Tries absolute best to slow this down a little bit. But he's just dead. Lal just runs him down. The Void Spirit is gone for 90 seconds. Tomatoes Lincoln's is broken. Collapse still doesn't have Doom for another 15 seconds, mind you. Top Rack's still alive for now, as Spirit are actually paying respect and backing off for a little bit. They are still playing without Radon for 15 seconds, so it's fair enough they want to play it a little bit safer. Even if it doesn't really feel like they need it. Tomato, oh, he's about to get jumped. Collapse waiting, does get in, breaks the Lincolns, but doesn't get the Doom off in time. Tomato able to waveform away just barely. Of course, Collapse has been making it very hard with this Chain Lightning. Just constantly breaking the Lincoln Sphere of Tomato as now Whisper, bottom lane, gets caught out by the Doom of Collapse, and here comes the chase. Whisper, no helping coming, he's dead. Tomato's down a boot. It's time to call it for OG. Game 1 will go the way of Team Spirit. At least the laning phase was decently close between the two teams, but once they hit their spikes, John, Team Spirit, they are just too strong, at least for Game 1.
That they are. I think they had the right ideas into what to achieve as well, what timings to play around. We saw some early activity out from Radon, even building into the Manta, like calling for that rotation on from Laurel down bot.
Primal split does come out, but shall see how it does pan out here for Whisper. So Team Spirit, final pickup to come. Still looking for a mid hero here for Lal. Unless he wants to run the mid Snapfire. Highly doubt it at this point, but you never know. They are going to run the mid Snapfire. They'll go down the Shadow Demon route.
I don't mind that too much. Again, the mid matchup up against Shadow Fiend can kind of work, especially if you do consider maybe full bore. It does look like Laurel is sticking to Ricochet too. So again, you still have some good magical bursts to play with. And it is a BZM Morphling. He is going for flow. So we actually do get that. Which again, it's rather interesting when you've got the Strength Morphling on hand. That's where things get a little bit spicy. Let's see what BZM can do afterwards.
Top lane, he might be dead. Disruption though, we'll save for now, but Ari's still wanting the kill. We'll chase him down, but Ari's the one to go down first. Nice little pickup from Ari. Is able to now secure Maposhka, so does get a bit of revenge. Just bottom lane, charges out onto Seb, and Seb just gets taken out by Collapse. It's Tomato, not out of the woods yet either. Collapse will chase him down, but the bird will attack the creeps instead. So Collapse will not bother continuing. But this bottom lane is already being kind of dominated here by Team Spirit. Mirror and Collapse are having a great old time, and well, they don't seem at all worried about that ancient camp being blocked, John, because Mirror hasn't even returned to stack it anyway. It's just kind of left.
Yep. I think your one concern is maybe how much Collapse is still getting. Like, he's still getting these pulls off. He's still getting a lot of space out from Mira, just constantly running into Seb, ensuring these pulls go with no contestation. They managed to unblock the camps as well, so the self-stacking can keep in Collapse on top of it. They are still making aggressive moves on Maposhka.
Maposhka is going to die, so Whisper once again able to pick up another pick-off for himself. This time, the Shadow Demon again. Second kill of the game here for Whisper, as they are looking towards Radon. They do get the Earn Charge off Radon. He's got some help incoming, though it's a lot of damage being dealt by Whisper and Ari, and they've got him. The Sven is down, as now Lal in danger. Whisper still wanting to go a little bit more. He does not have level 6 though. Lal gonna pop the kisses. Does find Whisper with it. Nice pickup. A Sep was charged up. The chase is on for more. They'd love themselves a Marcy, but Tomato's gonna show up now on the SF, and Mirror's the one to go down. The unexpected rotation from Seb and Tomato, but it does pan out. Whisper gonna show up down at bottom lane. Mirror being really slowed up. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are making the jump in onto Lal. Though Lal trying to fight back against Seb, but disruption from Maposhka. onto BZM now. Not going to allow the follow-up onto Lal as Mira in the meantime charging right through. Will barely survive BZM's waveform. Meanwhile, Miposhka looks like he will go down as OG really committing heavily in the mid lane. Do at least find one. They won't really find the bigger targets in Lal and Mira though. But I suppose for OG, they're more than happy with the kills they are finding for now.
They are. They're forcing a lot of pressure. Again, they're starting to build up a little bit more. They are impacting the farm. Heck, they even managed to scout out the Ancient stacks again for Collapse, although Whisper.
They are going to try and contest Whisper. He's in with the Primal Split. They are going to disrupt for now, trying to save the Beastmaster's life as the Radahn is going to TP in with the God Strength. Already the Brewmaster losing most of the Brewlings as Mira will chase them down. But it seems like Whisper should be fine as now Seb will reinitiate onto Mira. Radahn's trying to move in. Whisper will go down. Meanwhile, BZM trying to back his way out with a nice pushback from Ari to help out. Radahn can't keep chasing now. Radahn has to back out of it. And he will. So a 1-for-1 trade actually in the favor of Team Spirit this time around. And OG, they are desperately trying to slow down this Collapse Beastmaster as much as possible. But it seems like they might almost speed him up in a second. Because more kills happening down at the bottom lane. Lal gets caught for a second. Meanwhile, Sep does go down to Miposhka. Team Spirit still protecting this bottom lane. Will ensure that Collapse does not go down. In comes BZM onto Lal. Lal still trying to fight this one out with the Morphling. Mira with a nice charge out. BZM. Oh, BZM's going to go down. They do at least get Lal in the end, but now Whisper's in danger to boot. They'll take Miposhka's life. Tomato cleaning up. Does also find Collapse. So Tomato ultimately cleaning up quite nicely on the SF. It's a 3-for-3 trade. But I think OG are going to be quite happy with this. Mid lane, BZM was being charged by Mira, but there is another fight happening on the far right side of the map as the Ancients are currently being taken and they are desperately trying to fight back, but it is a bit of an awkward kind of split fight by Team Spirit. The Tomato does get away with quite a few of those creeps and he will retreat after securing quite a few of those creeps. It's like he's more than happy. Top lane, Radahn does get caught. Whisper with the Brewmaster. And the Primal Split continuing to chase though. Mira is going to make it just in the nick of time to save. And now Whisper, he's out of that Primal Split. Radahn dropping low, tries for a TP play out, but he can't make it. Radahn is down. There's OG rushing Mira. They'll find another. How even Tomato took down one down at the bottom lane. The Collapse is going to rush in with the kisses out, finding Tomato now on the SF. But both sides really just trying to give it to each other. Very, very back and forth game number 2, but
on that Beastmaster, they will go out with another smoke here though.
No, we're gonna try Miposhka mid lane. Lal is around the corner, but he understands he can't really help Miposhka here. Miposhka will eventually just die as BZM able to secure another kill on the Morph. Into the mid tier 1 tower they'll go. Not much in the way of defending them right now. Team Spirit just gonna allow the mid tier 1 tower to drop for free. Mind you, all this time has allowed Collapse to still pick up a 12-minute axe timing. Problem is he is being jumped as we speak, and the Requiem is going to fly in to ensure there's no turnaround potential. To Collapse to go down, Tomato to take his life.
How much more time? Like, they've got the Echo Saber BKB still lined up here for Radahn, still a ways off. All of the stacks going Collapse's way, of course. Means there's not much room for you to find anything else on your other cores. Larl is at level 10, is working onto the Gleipnir to just have some of that control. Has felt a little bit slower on the snap, but with the Maelstrom at least up, there's more damage to deal with a little Shredder. See if they find an angle out with a smoke here.
Mid lane, they are having a gander. Ari and Whisper are going to be around that mid lane. Charges out Mira, he'll get the fight started. They'll try onto the Hoodwink. They just want the easier target, and they will take it. It's a lot of commitment for just an Ari kill, but for Team Spirit, they desperately want to slow down the momentum of OG. And OG, they are still looking for another fight. Seb looking to initiate. BZM right behind him. Whisper, he'll prop the Primal Split. He'll rush right towards Lal, but they've got help around. Still the Cyclone onto the Snapfire. Gonna lock him down, but Whisper needs to get out now as he just drops. Oh, Whisper getting the tip from Lal, not able to get back into that main form in time. ends up giving his life away, and now that tier 1 mid tower is going to be in a bit of danger as Team Spirit looking to try and move in. BZM's going to be very careful. Radahn sneaking up from the backside. He found the Morphling. He'll get the strength morph up in time though, and Seb's going to jump in. He'll try onto the Sven, but Seb, he's going to back his own way out now. He'll dispose the Requiem. Radahn, he's gone too far on the Sven. Collapse though, jumping in again on the Beastmaster, but he's dropping so low. Seb will take him out. Seb will hand the tip out to Collapse the boot. Now the chase is on. They want Miposhka. They should have him. Eventually, that is. Past the T2 towers they'll go. Cinderbrew will land. Collapse will die. And it was a great start to the fight here for Spirit. They took down Whisper. They go for a tier 1 mid tower, but then they
need to do so much more because they are finding kills. Radahn is down, but he's not that far behind the other cores.
They're going to find Mira. Mira has no way to charge out. He's already committed, but he will use the Nether Strike. Sharpshooter will be off the mark, but it won't matter too much. It's Radahn now going to jump in. This is looking a little bit awkward here for the Sven, but he's doing it quite confidently here. Radahn still trying to fight this one out, but he's just gone. Seb will take him down. A double kill here for the Marcy. Meanwhile, Miposhka, also caught out by BZM, should be dropping. He'll use the Glimmer Cape to try and buy himself a little bit of time, but ultimately they should have him. So he will try for the TP play out, but he will not make it. Another kill to go the way of OG. And I mean, it was a very interesting kind of jump in from our Sven. Like, he's still got no farm. There's no way he can stand his ground and fight yet.
No, just has to kind of try to gun for the long game. Because as they scale up, your Sven gets stronger. You do catch out Collapse here.
They certainly do Collapse. A lot of danger. Whisper. He's going to lock him down, and Collapse just having no game at the moment. Will go down a BZM. Who looks like he's rushing the Octarine core now on the Morphling. And bottom lane, Radahn goes down another time. Tomato able to secure the killers. Now Lal's being chased. Mira will charge him just to save the life of Lal. Tomato's completely uncontestable and uncontrollable on this SF. Back onto the tier 3 tower he'll go. Now with the creep wave on the way, Seb will even pop his own ulti just to take these Raxes out a little bit faster. Ari, he'll look for some lockdown. He'll miss out the bushwhack for BZM. He'll charge in along with Whisper. Mira, he gets caught out by disruption of the by the Shadow Demon and does go down. In fact, it was BZM who caught him. That's one lane of barracks gone already. This Team Spirit, at the very least, will not lose any more yet. There are still tier 2 towers standing in the mid and down. They're trying to find anyone from OG, and they could find Whisper. Collapse? No, they ignore him. They want Tomato. They'd love an SF kill, but Seb, he's on the high ground. Just look at this Marcy. What a position to be in. Seb's already ready on the high ground. He'll break the smoke, and now Mira's been caught out. Mira's down. Miposhka's not out of the woods yet either. Miposhka will drop. Lal. Oh, he's actually going to make it. He's fine. Even mid lane, Radahn being charged down. Gleipnir will lock him up. BKB has been popped in time, and Radahn will be able to escape, but the charge is out. BZM's not done yet. He'll eventually leave him alone, but now the tier 3 tower in trouble. The aggression just doesn't end from OG.
No. Again, this is where the lineup shines. Objectives just melt. They've got lasting presence, plus -4 armor. -11, the objectives does not take too long to melt. Every single time they find 2, they just go for these objectives, and it's huge. Whenever he does manage to just run around. Radahn?
Oh, Radahn really doesn't want to die like this. He's got an Aegis up with a BKB, but he doesn't want to pop these, but he has to. The Aegis is down. They've got him in a very awkward scenario. It's a 3-man bushwhack. Ari landing on everything. Even the Requiem to follow up as now Lal is gone. Rory's out from Collapse. They're going to try and fight, but there's just no damage output. Tomato, he just pops a Satanic. He'll survive all of it. Mira's the one to go down. Collapse still being chased, but Collapse has gone a boot. And GG is called. Team Spirit, they've seen enough. OG, they will successfully force a draw against Team Spirit as Tomato. A rampage to finish it off. Oh my goodness, OG. What a game 2 we saw from these boys, Jonathan. What a readjustment after that game 1.
And it is. They play it to their strengths. We saw them again run this in their first match up against Blacklist, this Marcy SF combination.